Welcome to Athena's Playpen, where beauty, love, and business come together to create a space just for you. This is where secrets are shared, wisdom is gained, and legacies are built.
We are so excited to have this conversation about the new braiders that we just hired. And we are about to close recruitment. And we just kind of wanted to just talk about what it is, what we're doing, and our experience with these new braiders. It's been interesting.
You know what? It has. To be fair, it has, because especially for me, it's testing me, right? Because I'm used to doing hair extensions. That's my thing.
Right.
I'm used to doing hair extensions. I'm used to dealing with different type of clients. It's different for me. I'm learning from Miss Athena that the braiders are different. And that's great. Don't get me wrong. But things I'm not used to. That kind of
like
one thing she said that they have a different mindset. Because I'm used to the salon setting and things like that. And we're hiring for mobile braiders and braiders that have their own studios and stuff like that. But I'm coming from a salon and I have my own personal studio. So the mindset is a little bit different. The braiders think a little bit different. And I'm learning that. Also, one of the cool things too is that I don't know about y'all, but I'm in Arizona. And the braiders that I'm learning from are on the other side of the country. Right? And I'm amazed how the respect over there.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not used to that, right? So they're so nice. They're so polite. I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
So it's a whole different world to me. And I'm just like, wow. And then they think a little bit different because, again, I'm more on the extension side of it.
Yeah.
So the thing is like, no, they think like this. They look like this. They build their clientele like this. And I'm like, okay. So I got to step back for a second and look at the whole picture for what it is. And I guess that's why we work so well together, because we see things alike, but we see things a little bit different. So we kind of play off of each other.
Yeah, that has been happening a lot. Yeah.
Because I'm like, what happened? Like, for instance, one of our, I call me what you want. You can call me a stickler if you want to. I don't care. I'm the type that if you 5 minutes early, you're late. That is me. She might be 6 o'clock, you 6 o'clock, right? Me, 5:55, or you're late. Right? So, but then we get a braider that comes in because we're doing Zoom interviews, right? And it was like early in the morning. Because early in the morning for me,
us, yeah.
So I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I get up at 5, ready at like 5. I'm like, hey, you ready for the Zoom call? I'm like 20 minutes on her. Like, hey, you ready for the Zoom call? And she's like, I ain't ready yet. I'm like, what? I'm already got my makeup done, ready to go. And
I'm like, just give them a minute, just
so
bear
I'm
with
like,
them.
And see, like, waiting. So then 6 o'clock comes.
We're sitting on Zoom,
waiting
on a braider.
I'm like, I'm rooting for you. And she's like, give them 5 more minutes. I'm like, they late. And she's like, give them 5 minutes. So that's where I'm learning my patience, you see. Because me, after 5 minutes, it's a wrap.
Well, now, after 5 minutes, it is a wrap. Because, especially at the interview stage, because we're looking at it like, okay, we're about to send you clients. We're going to be pumping you up. You have to be on, if you can't be on time for a Zoom that you booked, you're not going to be on time for the client. So that 5 minutes of grace is there for Zoom, but for appointments,
no,
absolutely not.
And that's why I was feeling like, what? I'm the type that I sit, when I would go to my hair appointments, even if it's around the corner, I know I'm one of those. I'll drive around the neighborhood. I'll drive past the house so I can find it.
Right.
I literally, when I go to a hair appointment, I'll get the address. I'll physically drive past the house, circle back around, then park around the corner and sit there.
And make sure.
I got all my hair stuff, make sure I got everything going. This is like 15, 20 minutes before the appointment. I'm just sitting there. Now I got the house, I'm over here, the house is over there. I'm sitting in my car, like 5 minutes till I'm rolling up.
And honestly, that's like what we tell the braiders that their clients are probably going to do. So that all like that's why like it's the 5-minute grace period for the interview, 0 tolerance after that. Like, and then once you're in the network, it's 0 tolerance. Like we've had people that we've really wanted to be with us, but like it's just not going to work because.
And that's I hate to say it, that's a pet peeve of mine. I'm sorry, ladies. Look, that's a pet peeve of mine. I mean, we all have our pet peeves as owners and everything like that. But to me, time is always ticking, especially when it's about showing up and being on time. Because one thing that I noticed, and this is me because, yes, I get my hair done too. Of course I do, right? But what would bother me the most when I get my hair done is when you tell me to be there at 2 o'clock. I show up at 2 o'clock and you don't get to my head till 2:30 because you had a client run over. But the thing is, if you have a client run over, I get it, I respect it. But at least what you can do is text me and be like, hey, I'm running a little bit late with my last client. Can you come at 2:30? I'll respect that. But if you tell me 2 o'clock, I better be in that chair no later than 2:05. Period. This is me.
That's a weird way to look at it. That's the way it should be.
That's I mean, as a client, that's how, because I'm a customer too. You know? So, but that's just how I am. And it bothers me when 2:30. No, you don't need to be going to go get no food at 2 o'clock. No, you don't need to go to the bathroom run at 2 o'clock. No, you don't got to do that. No. No. You should be ready for me.
So she is pouring that onto our new team, which is great. That's good. Those are good habits to develop. Those are good things that they need to know. So that's what this new wave. This is the new first group for 2024. They're doing well.
They are.
They're doing well. They're doing well.
Oh my gosh.
And I want to say, and this is way off script a bit, but we had an incident with one of the braiders who was just, I mean, when she came for the interview, she was really excited to find out what we did, and that was, we offer training, and the training is free, and you only have to get the textbook, and then we walk you through how to set up your salon at home, blah, 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 blah. Well, she had a family member that was supposed to be helping her. We offered her the position, and then she got with the family member. The family member got the area at her house all set up. She got her chair. It was perfect. It was like exactly what we had been thinking.
It was beautiful.
It was perfect. So we do a 2-day kind of like an overview workshop. What it means to work at Strands of Beauty, how to become how to be successful in our program. And she gets in the middle of the training, and one of her family members says they think that we're going to try to charge her some money, so she shouldn't do it. And in the middle of our class, she's texting me saying, "Oh, I have a family member who's saying, I think this is going to cost money." And my response was, if it was going to cost money, I wouldn't be training you already. You would have already paid. Why would I train you and then charge you? Like that, you could walk away if I train. Why would I do that?
It doesn't make sense.
Long story short, unfortunately, we recruit you. We train you. We show you what we like. We give you a tremendous discount on wholesale hair. We send you clients, and we also provide a in-house rewards program for our people who work on our network. Okay, like it's not a scam.
And we didn't ask you for a dime.
Not a dime.
And we're not asking you for a dime either.
This young person who was like at the top of the list, like really let a family member discourage her. And she dropped out of the program. And it was one of those moments to where, I couldn't help but ask, and we had talked about it, like, were they jealous? What was really happening? And we're saying that because we opened up the door, which is normally a big no-no, but there was so much potential with this girl. We said, you know what, fine. Bring your family who has questions. We will answer all of their questions. And the reason that we are going over everything we're going over is to answer questions. This was like 20 minutes into training. And I'm bringing it up here because braiders, listen, and stylists, people do not understand your dream. Your dream may not be their dream. I can go on and on about my own story, about how I had a, growing career and all these wonderful things were happening, and I did. And I said, oh, you know what? I'm stepping out on faith. I'm going with this business. I really feel like this is what I need to be doing. And I resigned from my position that I worked really, really hard to have. Everybody's not going to understand your dream. Don't let your family sabotage you and talk you out of what you know. Talk you out of your gift. This is a gift. Everybody can do this.
And she did great work. Oh my gosh. She did great work. She was excited. She got everything she needed to do. She was ready to go.
And you may say, if she did such great work, why did she need to be doing this with us? Well, she didn't have the support. She didn't have the encouragement. She didn't have any of those things. So I'm just saying, listen, don't let your family sabotage you. Keep grinding, stay focused, keep braiding, and stay beautiful. Till next time.
Bye, guys.
This has been Athena's Playpen, a safe place where we share secrets, wisdom, and where legacies are built. For over 20 years, Athena Profit has helped women embrace their beauty, grow their businesses, and find their power in love and life.